last class, we had discussed with what are the benefits of having an adequate working capital in the company. We know what is working capital, the meaning of working capital. That means the amount of funds required to pay off your short-term borrowings or commitments. Now, we looked at in the last class if company has an adequate, that means sufficient working capital, in how many ways would that benefit a company. Today we'll be looking at the dangers of having inadequate. That means you are having insufficient working capital, and how could be that be dangerous for a company? How could that negatively impact a company? Will be looking today. Number one, the growth of the business concern will be stagnated. The reason is that the business concern is not in a position to take up a profitable venture due to unavailability of working capital funds. So, the first thing, in case the company has insufficient working capital, is the growth will be stagnated. That means the company will not be further growing. It will just be stagnant, or just right where you are. You will just remain there. You wouldn't grow one step further. Reason, you're not able to pay off your short term liabilities or borrowings. Is that clear? So that's the first point. It will affect the growth of the company. Second, it affects the goodwill of the company. Definitely, if you're not able to pay your electricity bills as a company, or if you're not able to pay your dealers, that is, people who supply the raw materials to you, do you think you're going to have a good reputation with them? Repeatedly, if you're failing to pay, the dealers are going to think so and so company is not trustworthy. They do not pay their money on time. So, that goodwill of that company or the reputation of the company is getting affected. Number three, the objectives of the business concern cannot be achieved. Moreover, average rate of return cannot be earned by the company. So basically, what is the objective of every business, guys? Profit. Yes, profit maximization. Or the second one that we studied, if you remember in the FM first chapter, wealth maximization. Right? The goals of every company under FM is profit maximization or wealth maximization. Does this affect when you have an inadequate working capital? Yes, your working capital, if it is not sufficient to meet your short-term obligations, then how can you achieve your long-term objective, that is profit or wealth maximization, correct? If you're not able to pay your monthly bills or not able to pay your dealers the amount that is due, how can you achieve profits or how can you maximize your wealth? Right? Definitely the rate of return that, or the average rate of return that the company must earn, will get affected. Is that clear? So that's your third point. Number four, short term liabilities cannot be met in time. Right? Now, in case you have you need to pay dividends to your shareholders. You are a company management, and the company has to pay dividends. Now, where is the money to pay dividends? Money is insufficient to pay whom? The shareholders dividend. Or let's say another short term liability is maybe bills payable. Okay, now you have borrowed money, or let's say you have to pay interest to the loan taken in the bank. Okay, in that case, when you have insufficient amount of money with you, can you pay your interest on time? Can you pay your dividends on time? Can you pay your bills on time? Definitely not, right? So the short term liabilities cannot be met in time. Maybe you have to pay it later, but right when it's due, are you able to pay? No, right? Because you have insufficient working capital. Number five, fixed assets cannot be used properly due to inadequate working capital. As I told, if you cannot procure your raw materials because you do not have sufficient money, so there is, without raw materials, can you start your production process? No. What do you mean by fixed assets? Fixed assets are those your plant, machinery, building, etc. Without machinery, or sorry, without raw material, you cannot proceed with your manufacturing or production process. So all that machines that you have just bought, right, with a huge investment, definitely each machine is not going to be it's definitely going to be very costly. All that investment is vain. Why? Because so much of investment, you are not able to use it properly. Yes or no? Every now and then you're having shortage of money, thereby you're not able to purchase raw material, and thereby you're not able to make your production process run smoothly. Is that clear? Number 6, the market opportunities like cash discount and trade discount cannot be availed by the business concerned. I've discussed these two discounts with you, right? First of all, what is a trade discount? Every company that itself offers 20% off, 30% or up to 70% off, right? You have so many shops or so many brands offering you so many various discounts, right? It can be for textiles, it can be for electronic goods, it can be for any types of goods and services, right? When the company itself offers you discount, especially in times of Christmas, in times of New Year sale or a public day sale, etc., those discounts are called as what? Trade discount. What is cash discount? Now when you availed, let's say the price of the product is rupees 100, out of which 10 rupees 10% discount the company is offering you. So what is the total price you have to pay? 90 rupees. And you say, I do not have sufficient money right now, but I will pay it after a month. Okay, 90 rupees I'll pay after a month. Now after a month, if you're paying promptly 90 rupees, then definitely the dealer is going to be happy about your prompt payment. Remember this prompt payment we studied in the last class? That is when you have adequate working capital. But in this topic, you have inadequate working capital. That means you're making the payment within 1 month. Good. The dealer is happy. He might give you an extra discount. You have to pay 90, but he says, I'll give you an extra 10 rupees discount. You can pay me only 80 rupees. What is that discount called as? Cash discount. It is availed while you're making the payment. Is that clear? So that is called as that is called as cash discount. Okay. Now you have understood what is trade discount and cash discount. Now what happens when you have inadequate or not sufficient amount of working capital? Can you pay after 1 month? No. Again you will ask permission for another 2 months to pay. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. The market opportunities will be missed. In case you are paying promptly, you can save another 10 rupees. But if you're not able to pay promptly because of inadequate working capital, then definitely you will miss all those market opportunities. Number 7, sometimes the business opportunities are not utilized due to non-availability of adequate working capital. Now let's say there is a market that is offering the raw materials at a discounted price. So even at a discounted price, you're not able to have a transaction with them, or you have a business proposal or a project, right, that needs some kind of investment, but you do not have investment, right, or you do not have enough funds to invest in that project or invest in that company. Okay, it's a very good opportunity, it's a very profitable venture or a project, but you do not have enough money. Yes or no? So that is when you actually miss some good business opportunities. In case you had sufficient working capital, you could have gone ahead with the project. Now because you have inadequate working capital, even those good business opportunities are not well utilized. Is that clear? Number 8, production capacity is not used fully. It results in the low level production. This leads to failure to meet the regular demands. Hence, the customers may switch over to some other products. As I just mentioned to you, in case you're not able to procure your raw materials on time to the factory, okay, not able to procure raw materials on time to the factory, I told you cannot continue your production process. Therefore, maybe for, let's say, for a whole 1 month, you're not able to run your production process only. What happens then? You're not able to reach your finished goods. You're not able to make sure your company or your brand of goods are able to reach the market on time. So what happens about the customers? When customers does not see brand A products in the market or in the shop, do you think they're going to wait for it? No, they'll quickly switch over to product B or brand B, whichever is available in the market. Okay, so that way you will even lose your customer, you will lose your market share in the particular industry. Not only production is affected, because production is affected, your products are not reaching on time to market, because of which customers switch to another brand or another company products. Number 9, it directly affects the liquidity position of the business firm. As I told, what is liquidity? The ability to make a financial asset convert into liquid cash within short span of time. Now, that liquidity position is also affecting here. You really cannot transfer all of those financial assets into quick cash, because you have lot of commitments to already make. So you really cannot encash it to make certain payments. So your liquidity position of the company is also getting largely affected. The last one, whenever the goodwill of the company is affected, the credit worthiness of the company is decreased to some extent among the banks and financial institutions. So if you are missing the interest payment to the bank or any financial institution, let's say you are a importer, okay, and you have taken loan from an Exim Bank, that is Export Import Bank, that is called as a financial institution. Commercial banks are the normal commercial banks that you know. Either of them, when you take a loan and you start missing payments of interest and principal, 1 month they might excuse you, 2 months they may excuse you, but if that continues, then automatically the commercial banks or the financial institutions start having less credit worthiness about your company. So they'll start degrading, or the goodwill about your company will start reducing. Now, I've discussed with all of you that if a person or a company does not make a timely payment when they've taken a loan, that adds to their credit score. Every individual or every company, when they take a loan, they will have a credit score. What is this credit score? Whenever you're paying timely, your credit score will increase. Let's say on a scale of 10, you might have 8. But when you're not having timely payment, here and there you're missing the payments, every 6 months once only you're paying, then your score will be 2 or 3, like that. So banks, before giving you second time loan, they will check previously if you have taken a loan, have you been faithfully paying it on time, or are you missing the payments? Okay, so that is what I'm talking about, credit worthiness. So every time a company misses payment because of inadequate working capital, the credit worthiness of the company will fall short. Now we know how important for each company to have a good credit score, because frequently companies will keep taking loans. So therefore it has to maintain a good credit score with the commercial banks or either with the financial institutions. Is that clear? So these are the 10 different dangers that any company can face in case it does not have sufficient working capital. The growth of the business will be stagnated, the goodwill will be affected, and the objectives of the business cannot be met, the short term liabilities cannot be met on time, fixed assets cannot be used properly, cash and trade discount, such market opportunities cannot be utilized, and even business opportunities cannot be utilized. And number 8, there is low level of production, out of which you might lose out your customers in the market. It affects the liquidity position, and also lastly it affects the credit worthiness of the company. Is that clear to all of you? So this completes the dangers of having inadequate working capital.